And there is another proposal stating that 7 keynotes are proposed by 7 conscious levels, different conscious levels. The modern scholars propose this, and they finally say that Tattvamasi, they come to conclusion that Tattvamasi, that means the universal sound is synchronized with the sound within us, or the sound within us is synchronizing with the universal sound. So that is what we speak in terms of Lokapurusha Samyasiddhanta. So this is how the origin of Sangeeta Shastra has started. So over to Dr. Shreevatsa sir for igniting Manipura Chakra.
Knowing the background which has been provided is very essential, because many times we may think that it seems to be textual information, that's all. Beyond that, it's having a very strong science and philosophical background. So at this point of time, you may not be understanding the importance of the information provided till now. But that's very essential for you to progress further. So with that intention, the progression of Nada has been provided till now. So now we will move on to the third chakra, that is Manipura. We know that it is located in umbilical region, Navi Pradesha. Once again, sit straight. Keep your eyes closed. Observe your breathing. Listen to the sound. Vivechanam feel the bhava. Gently open your eyes. This raga is this is Hamsadhvani. Again, as I already said, every musical concert usually starts with this raga. It's very common. This raga is meant for Deepti, which I already told you earlier. We know Manipura Chakra is the sthana of Agni. Now you got the idea, right? So I need not necessary to explain more. So whenever, it might be at any level. It might be Jatagni or Bhutagni or Dharpagni, any Agni Vikriti. For Deepti, what has to be done? So that's what we did. Okay? For that we have selected again 2 hymns from Bhagavad Gita, which are aiming Agni. Literature is having its own importance, that will be touched later. Whenever we talk about Sangeeta Chikitsa, literature cannot be neglected, literature cannot be rejected. So this point we have to keep in mind. Without literature, we cannot incorporate Sangeeta Chikitsa. So there are many modes which will be explained later. 2 modes which I have selected are Bhagavad Gita as well as Vishnu Sahasranama. The reasons are very simple. We all are familiar with these 2. So that knowing will be easy. That's why I have selected those 2. Apart from those 2, we have many other literatures that will be explained later. Over to Dr. Arhanth.
So let us go to the components of Sangeeta Shastra. Basically, you all know that Sangeeta Shastra is having 3 components: Bhava, Raga and Tada, isn't it? So these are the very basics, and from the initial letters of Bhava, Raga and Tada, some scholars say that Bharata, the name has been emerged. And it is also representing, Bha is representing Gita, Ra is representing Vadya, and Ta is representing Nrutam or Nritya component. Let us explore the first one. So Dr. Shreevatsa sir said Bhava is how important it is. So we are all abhava of Bhava, isn't it? So we have to encourage our bhavas and express. So we know that bhavas are in terms of rasa, it is of 9. So Bharata Muni explained only 8 variety of rasa. Further later Shanta is also added. So we know that Shrungara, Hasya, Karuna, Raudra, Veera, Bhayanaka, Vivechanam, Adbhuta and Shanta. So these are bhavas in terms of rasa, we have to know. So in few cases also when the patient comes, so we will be developing few bhava, isn't it? When Shutra patient comes, we develop Karuna bhava, isn't it? So when Dushta Vrana case comes, we get Bhayanaka or Raudra bhava, isn't it? So in each and every case, there will be different bhavas get originated, and the patient, we have to understand the bhava of the patient, which bhava he has. So it is just like administering Ushna for Shita, Shita for Ushna. So likewise here also, so if he has Karuna bhava, then we have to go with the Hasya kind of rasa we have to use, and we have to go forward with our treatments. Anyway, it is quite evident through present research works that how emotion is very significant in balancing the health of the different organs, such as it is also having significant impact in causing ill health of the organs, isn't it? So anger can cause ill health to liver and gallbladder. So joy emotion is having significant impact on heart and small intestine. Likewise, overthinking on spleen and stomach, grief on lungs and large intestine, and fear, kidney and blood. So that is why in Vimanasthana, second chapter, they say that emotions are very, very important. Balancing our mental status is very, very important because it is having significant impact even on Agni. So let us go forward. Yeah. So in this Sangeeta Ratnakara's reference, what they have said is different bhavas they have explained. They connect with the different swaras, that is sapta swaras. In this list it is there. Sa is related to Raudra, Ri related to Veera, Ga related to Karuna and Shantarasa, Ma is related to Hasya, Pa is related to Shrungara, Da is related to Vivechanam, Ni is related to Adbhuta. So likewise, the bhavas, rasas can be connected with sapta swaras. Yes, so there are two varieties of or modes of bhava. One is called as raga bhava, second one is artha bhava. So there is certain kind of expression in the raga itself, and that is called as raga bhava. And artha bhava refers for the literature of the song, what we select. So that also creates the bhava, and that is called as artha bhava. So just assume that whatever sir has sung the different hands. So if you are already knowing those hands, then it is very easy to develop the bhava. So otherwise we mechanically get involved in it, isn't it? So there is raga bhava. What you all develop now is raga bhava instead of artha bhava. So if artha bhava, if you can able to induce in the patient, then it will be very effective. The second component is raga component. So we all know that swara, raga and nada, these are the different phases. So initially it may be just a swara. If we can bring in some technicality, then we can create it as a raga. Then the raga, if it is enlightening the individual, if it is affecting the individual, if it is bringing positive result in the individual, then that itself becomes nada. Now over to Dr. Shreevatsa sir to ignite Arhanth chakra.
The logic behind bhava has been presented very properly, beautifully in the context of Unmada as well as Apasmara, which you are supposed to know. What has to be done if a particular condition is manifested because of karma, krodha and all, how that has to be counteracted. So that is the base for incorporating different raga, because every raga is meant to induce particular bhava which is required in the management of different conditions. Now let us try to focus on the next chakra, that is Anahata chakra. Where it is located? Yes. Keep your back straight. Keep your eyes closed. Try to focus on Anahata chakra. Once again, feel the raga. Gently open your eyes. This raga is Madhyamavati. Am I right? Children? Madhyamavati very good. Prayogika. Bantu, mix. So raga Madhyamavati, next Prayogika. It has been touched with one more raga. This is what generally we do whenever we are in need of certain combinations. So this is later level of understanding. When we give aushadas, we do combination of aushadas, right? So similarly, whenever we are in need of different effects, we combine different ragas. That's what commonly we do. Depending on the requirement of the effect, we do that. Okay? So regarding this, we will talk later. Prior to that, we should know some other concepts of Sangeeta Chikitsa. Over to Dr. Arhanth.
So initially we explored bhava, then followed by raga. So raga can be improvised and brought into the nada level by adopting different technicalities. I don't want to go in detail, it takes time. So gamaka, jivaswara, ragaranjaka prayoga, manodharma and giyatva. So these are the different technical modifications we have to bring in so that we can induce a positive result in the patient. So in different phases, different ragas we can adopt, such as in case of different phases of life, especially in Balya, Punnaga Varali, Nadanama Kriya can be useful. In Yavana phase, Pantu Varali, Nata, Arabhi ragas are useful. In Vruddha state, Hamsadvani, Mohana are useful. So likewise, according to different chakra, anyway Shreevatsa sir is demonstrating it, according to different chakras, different ragas can be selected and make use of. For example, Sa note can be used in order to frame Kannada and Shankaravarna, especially in order to ignite Mooladhara chakra, so on. If we can able to identify the different Panchamahabhutas in a diseased case, So in Maharashtra, Panchamahabhuta Chikitsa is famous. They identify in terms of Panchamahabhuta. Here also, if a disease or if a condition, if it is interpreted in case of Panchamahabhuta, then respective raga and tala can also be selected. For example, Akasha is related with Kedara, Vayu related with Usaini, Agni, Saranga, Jala, Yamuna Kalyani, Prithvi, Bhairavi. So such kind of interpretation, such kind of techniques are there in order to give positive result. Further, in different status, in different state of dosha, especially related to Vata Pitta Kapha. So in Kapha we can use Bhairavi Raga, in Pitta Shankara Bharana Raga, and in Vata we can use Purvi Kalyani Raga wherever the involvement of these doshas are there in a particular condition. So according to our biological clock, the response of the nature with our biological clock, in morning we can use Bhauli Raga, it will be effective. In noon Shankara Bharana, and in the evening Purvi Kalyani will be good. And different Rashi, also we can use different ragas such as Mesha, Latangi, Vrushabha, Vachaspati, Mithuna, Kiramani, Karkataka, Hemavati, Simha, Kalyani. So likewise, different rashis, different ragas we can select. Further, in different rutus also, different ragas we can make use of. In Vasanta Rutu, Vasanta Raga, Grishma, Todi, Varsha, Amrita Varshini, Sharat, Hindola, Hemanta, Natanarayana, Shishira, Shri. So such ragas can also be made use of. Then according to different geographical areas, also different ragas we can make use of. In mountain and forest, if you and your patients are there, then you can use Hanumatodi. Then in desert, Shankaravarna. In moderate or in Sadharana Deshas, we can use Kalyani, Maya Madhava. Over to Dr. Shreevatsa for further exploration and ignition of Vishuddha Chakra.
The description which has been provided till now, it's having classical base. Mainly we have three important texts in Sangeeta Shastra which are linked with the principles of Ayurveda. One which he already mentioned, that one is Sangeeta Ratnakara, second one is Chaturdandi Prakashika, third one is Brihadeshi. So they take all these references, all these informations, because these informations are providing some links for practical application of Sangeeta Chikitsa. That's why we have mentioned. So whichever will be convenient, whichever will be easy, that can be incorporated. As I already said, the language is something new. The ragas are entirely new for you. Initially, you might not be able to understand this. How to start in the beginning, that we will know later. Prior to that, we will have experience in relation with Vishuddha Chakra. Location Vishuddha. Yes, Kanta. Throat region. Once again, sit straight. Only 2 chakras left, don't worry. We will complete in time. Okay, we don't take much of your time. We know you get exhausted since the morning. Isn't it? No, that's why we too don't want to take much of your time. But we have come all the way from different places, spending more than 20 hours in journey, just like you people. So we should give justice for that journey, which is very important one, and we should respect you all also. So please bear with us. Only for that allotted time, we won't take more than that. Okay? Yes. Keep your eyes closed. Sit straight. Once again, observe your breathing. Gently open your eyes. Raga is Revati. Oh, sorry, Malaya Maharata.
We have completed the two components, Bhava and Raga. And the third component is, everyone know, it is Tada or Tala. So in order to maintain a rhythmic fashion of the Raga, so we have to follow Tada, that is different varieties of Tada are there. So Krishna Gati is there, Chaturashra Gati is there, Khanda Gati is there, Mishra Gati, Sankirna Gati. So these are the different technical usage of a particular raga in a uniform way. And the last important component is Kriti. As we all know, Kriti or the literature is very, very important. Just assume that if you know Gayatri Mantra, if you know Lalita Sahasranama, Vishnu Sahasranama, Bhaktamala Stotra, whatever it may be. So if you know it, or if your patient is knowing it, then it induces more effect than mechanically involving just listening. So that is why the set of kritis are given here. So different Vedic hymns can be used, compositions of Shankaracharya can be used, hymns from Puranas, Vagyayakaras, so especially three Vagyayakaras are there. Sangeeta trinities can also be, the literatures of Sangeeta trinity can also be used. Dasa Parampara, especially Purandara Dasa's kritis or literatures can be selected. Then Sharana Parampara, especially Baswana's Vachanas can also be used to treat our patients. So herewith we have completed the first component of Tristambha. The second component of Tristambha is Purusha. So individual also we need to assess. So in order to assess the individuality, there are three factors, as you all know. The prakriti of the individual, either it is Deha prakriti, Manasika prakriti, or else especially in case of disease, it is Vikara prakriti. Vikara prakriti has to be understood. Then Vyadhi has to be understood. The nature of lakshanas of the Vyadhis need to be understood properly. Diagnosis should be there properly. Then finally, which mode of treatment we have to give. So whether Sangeeta Shastra is used independently or dependently, or in which way we are using. So that Chikitsa Sutra need to be framed. So the Bhava, Raga and Tala represents the Manas, Indriya and Sharira respectively. Thereby it will be having significant impact on Atma. So different diseases of gastrointestinal tract, Ananda Bhairavi and Saveri can be effectful. Cardiovascular system related issues, Vasanta and Karhara Priya can be useful. In respiratory system issues, so Chakravaka and Kirvani can be useful. In case of urinary system, Ananda Bhairavi and Ranjini Ragas can also be used. In case of nervous system diseases, we can use Madhyamavati and Kannada. So now, once again, we shall listen to Dr. Shreevatsa for igniting Agnya Chakra.
We all know this locus of Agnya Chakra in between eyebrows. Once again, sit straight, keep your eyes closed. Just observe your breathing. Now you are going to listen Raga Revati in its purest form. As I already said earlier, it was the combination. Now it's in purest form. We are going to listen about Raga Revati. Focus on the chakra. नित्यजन्देहं सव्याति परमां गतिम् सहस्रार्ची सप्तजिह्वा सप्तैध सप्तवाहन अमूर्तिगणघो अचिन्त्यो भयकृत भयनाशन भयकृत भयनाशन भयकृत भयनाशन. Once again observe the feel of the raga. Gently open your eyes. We started with Bhaudi. We came up to Arhanth. One more is there. That is climax. Okay? So usually any musical concert ends with Revati or Mathimavati or Sindhu Bhairavi. Rarely. Revati is the raga which is going to be selected usually at the end of musical concert. So keeping that point also in mind, these two hymns were sung in raga Revati. Over to Dr. Arhanth for the remaining few points.
So we are in the second component of Tristambha, that is Purusha component. Issues with sensory organs can be managed with Todi and Punnagavaradi. Issues with immune system, we can go with Bilahari and Hindola Raga. So issues with musculoskeletal system, Purvi Kalyani and Nata. Endocrine system management, we can go through with Amrita Varshini and Kapi. In case of the maintenance of health of genital system, we can go for Kamavardhini, Bauli and Mohana Raga. And the third component of Tristambha is Yukti, how well we plan, how well the Pratipatti and the Upaya is done. That based on that, the effect of the effectfulness of the particular treatment will be there. So, which kind of treatment modality we use? Especially the different treatment modalities we can use along with the Sangeeta Chikitsa, such as relaxation techniques, breathing, balancing, diet and nutrition, environment of the individual, aromatherapy also we can use, chromotherapy also we can blend in order to enhance the success rate of Sangeeta Shastra. So it can be done in two modes, active mode and passive mode. In case of active mode, patients will be knowing the literature, knowing the basics of Sangeeta, and he or she starts singing. And in case of passive mode, the patient will not be knowing much about Sangeeta Shastra, techniques of the Sangeeta Shastra, wherein the patient is made oriented about the literature and the raga and with what purpose we are using it, and he is made to listen. So we can also use Kantya Mahagana Kashaya Dravya. It is mentioned in Charaka Samhita and even in Sangeeta Ratnakara textbook. If in case of active mode, the patients can be administered with this Kantya Mahagana Kashaya. Each drug of Kantya Mahagana Kashaya represents one component of voice, such as Sariva is Rakta component of the voice, Ikshumula is Madhuram component of voice, likewise. Now over to Dr. Shreevatsa sir for the last chakra to ignite Sahasrara chakra.
I already said Desha is also a very important one. I came all the way from Mysore. My mother institution is also Mysore. My karma bhumi is also Mysore. So it's my duty to salute and respect that Desha from where I started my traditional learning of Sangeeta. Raga Sunada Vinodini has been popularized by Mysore Vargiyakara Vasudevacharya. That's why I have selected that particular raga. This Desha I have to respect, which is very important. When Ramatirtha, where Lord Ishvara is located, Adi Shankara, as I have already mentioned, should be saluted, which is very important one. So that's why I have selected the composition of Adi Shankara. We call it as Nirvana Shatka. It's very special and it's very unique. So keeping both the Deshas in mind, keeping your status also in mind, since morning till now, Nada should be in the form of Vinoda. Nada should induce Vinoda for you all. So that's why I have selected that raga. That is for the composition of Adi Shankara, Nirvana Shatka. Just to give my tribute to this auspicious place and the place where I am designing my life. So now, once again, it will last 6 times. Keep your back erect. Observe your breathing. Let us start listening to focus on Sahasrara. शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रं न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञा अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता च जन्म न बन्धं न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पं निराकाररूपं विभुत्वाच्च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न च सङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न बन्धः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 Gently open please. Few points let us try to know. Till now the informations have been provided. Commonly in the question of practice comes what are the points we are supposed to keep in mind. Sangeeta Chikitsa can be used independently, interdependently as well as dependently. This is what we are supposed to know. Especially in these three components, it is having utmost importance. These areas are having a much more scope for us always. It might be during pregnancy or it may be for improvement of quality of life. In these stages, Sangeeta Chikitsa should be used independently, which is very important. Interdependently means along with other Chikitsa vidhanas, keeping Ayurveda in mind, we can make use of Sangeeta Chikitsa like stressful conditions, RSI and so on. There are few conditions wherein management is required from other modes. Along with that one, Sangeeta Chikitsa acts as facilitator. It might be like different surgical interventions, post-surgical interventions, wherein Sangeeta Chikitsa plays at most important role. Of course, mild to moderate forms of ADHD wherein Sangeeta Chikitsa is having much more importance, much more utility. We don't know ABC, then how to start? That's a question. So as I already said, at least being the person of Prayogika, we should know the basics of Sangeeta. In Sangeeta, Vidya, we call it as the level of junior. If you know, that itself is more than enough. And we should know the basic assessment and basic interpretation. We will be need of very basic setup, and insight into the patient is also very important. How to start? First, we should listen to the music, which is very important. So it starts from music. We should feel first, which is very important. But the raga is inducing which bhava, that we should know first, which is very important. But that starts from our journey. So try to listen to different ragas, which is very important. Preferably, if you want to incorporate any form of Sangeeta Chikitsa, go with Veena in the beginning. That's more ideal. Because Veena has been designed similar to the form of human body. So that's why we advise the patients to listen the melody of Veena, which is very important. You too, if you want to incorporate Sangeeta Chikitsa, first start with rendering raga in Veena, which will be more ideal. Minimum 10 ragas you should be aware of. That is more than enough. Just like having minimum knowledge of 10 Ayurveda drugs. So if you know 10 ragas, it's more than enough. You can do miracles. And always fix the time of 20 minutes. If you do it for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it's of no use. It's not like just taking a tablet. So first, we should feel it, which is very important, but then we have to implement. Otherwise, it's of no use. So we should know the feel, then we have to move further. Better to provide proper listening mode. Need not necessary to provide any audio aid. It's better to provide it in open mode, which is more ideal. And you should give professional touch forward. Don't prescribe the raga to the patient. That's not the right way. First, you should select it. Then you should provide it either in pen drive or CD, like that. That will be more ideal. Ask them to listen. It is not like just you don't tell them to listen Raga Mohana, listen Raga Hamsatvani. That's not the way. So first you should, as I already said, you should listen, you should feel it, then you can prescribe it. So give professional touch for that, which is very important. But you should be confident enough. You should not be in doubt. As it is applicable even for Ayurveda also, here also you should do that. And whenever you are incorporating, fix the time, either morning or evening or both morning and evening. This is very important. With all that, if you are not ready to start, nothing will work. So that's why you have to start. You are the teacher for you. With this, let's conclude. Saptaswaras, they are pointing positively. Sari, both, Gama, unite or to coordinate. Pada, destiny, me, to keep. Oh God, please provide me the boat to cross this ocean of life to reach you. So Saptaswaras, excluding ragas, are potent enough to manage our life. With these words, let us conclude. Thank you. Thank you. This is one small information for you. Those who know Kannada, it's a very good paper which has been done by our colleague Dr. Krishna. He has written Sangeeta Purvarga. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವರು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಗೀತೆ ಅಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ಸಂಗ್ರಹದ 15 ಅಧ್ಯಾಯಗಳ ಭಾಗ ಲಭ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಆಸಕ್ತರು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲೆನ್ ಭಟ್ಟಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮೈಸೂರು ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದವರು, ಅವರು ಚರಕ ಸಂಹಿತೆಯನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಂಹಿತೆಗಳು. ಇದೊಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. ಆಸಕ್ತರು ಅದನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ತಮಗಾಗಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇದೇನು ಜಾಹೀರಾತಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಹಿತಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Remembering a verse, amantraksharam nasti yatra vacho nivartante tatra bhashite sangeetam. Music absolutely transcends the boundaries and connects us to the very essence of well-being. My utmost respectful thanks to Vaidya Arhanth sir and Vaidya Shreevatsa sir for such an exceptional session. Thank you, sir. Now I welcome Vaidya Ananta Dharmadikari sir and Vaidya Saurabh Kokatno sir onto the dais to felicitate our today's esteemed guest speaker and moderator, Vaidya Arhanth sir and Vaidya Shreevatsa sir.
There is saying in Sanskrit that Shishur Veti Pashur Veti Veti Ganamrutam Phani. When a Shishu is crying, what mother will do? She will sing a song. When Phani is Sarpa, when it is in very anger mode, what they will do? They will do Phangina. So both notorious snake and very interesting kid can be brought down to the baseline only by one mode, that is Sangeeta. And that is how my Guru, respected Shreevatsa sir, has delivered and made all of you feel that zeal. Only those who know, at least as sir said, basic Sangeetam, they can feel it very abundantly. And those who have listened without the basic knowledge, hope tomorrow onwards after going you will search where Sangeeta classes are running. And by next conference, sir says the raga and we will render what that raga is. Not the name of the raga. He will say Mohana raga, you have to do ala for that. With this, thank you very much sir. Thank you for giving a wonderful session to the gathering. And no way less, Dr. Arhanth, Ari Hantaha, Hantara Haiti Arahantaha. So all Ari, Dushya, Shakti goes with the Sangeeta. So that is how Arhanth sir has given a support. For a musician, tabla artist is a support. It is vice versa here. The Bala. The is only the knowledge system. And Bala, he is kid of Shreevatsa sir only. Hence he is again a tabla artist. So in that way, Arhanth sir is again very very thankful for your presence sir. I request Dharmadikari sir to give away the token of appreciation and respect to both of the eminent personalities over the stage.